if you want increasing your strength to become easy and something you want to do, it's not about, how you train, how you eat, how you sleep. It's about your motivation. Your motivation is the foundation point of why you're training and why you actually make progress. Right now, you're inconsistent, probably quite skinny, and probably not strong. You want to be strong, you want to be muscular, and you actually want to make progress. What you need to do, or what you probably aren't doing right now, is having the correct motivation. The reason you probably started training, there's always a reason because you started training. No matter if it's something really horrible or something really, not that bad. I started training because I wanted to. Well, there are some unconscious, deeper reasons that I wanted to start training. But the main one was because I wanted to get healthier. Right? You need to have a deep desire of why you want to get stronger and why you want to actually make progress. And this is where the source of your motivation comes from, right? If you don't fix your motivation levels, you will probably, stay the person that doesn't become consistent. And you'll stay inconsistent and actually not make progress. Stay skinny and stay weak. You stay the absolute weakest guy out of your friend group. If you want to become the strongest, this is the video for you, and this is the channel for you, and I'm the guy for you. So, it's probably happening because you don't have a clear picture in your mind of who you want to become and your goal. You know you want to get stronger, you know you want to get, bigger muscles, but you don't have a clear image of what and who you want to be. This needs to be locked in. You need to actually have this. You need to have something specific to stride towards. Sorry, my cat's just keeps walking back and forth. I don't know what he's doing. But you need to have something specific to go toward, because otherwise you're not going to have the right motivation. And if you don't have, this goal, you're not going to be aware of the consequences of not reaching it. Because if you have the goal and you think, oh, that's so amazing, that's who I want to become. If you don't actually have this goal of who you specifically want to become, you're not going to be aware of the consequences of not doing it. You're not going to be aware of, where you're going to stay in life. And if you don't have this goal, you're just going to be thinking, yeah, it's fine where I am and fine what to stay who I am. But you need to just crush that. If you have the goal, you're going to think, I don't want to be this person anymore. I want to be that person. And that's where the motivation comes from. Obviously, there's so many sources of motivation, and it's going to be different for everybody. But one of the main sources is having this perfectly clear picture goal that you want to achieve. So for me, right now, for this year, I want to achieve 100 kilogram bench press. I obviously have so many more goals and a clear image of the person I want to be, with my physique, with my fitness, with my strength, with my everything, right? But if you don't have this, then you're not going to make as much progress as if you do. I also didn't have motivation because I had the complete wrong training routine for my goal, because you need to have the right training routine to reach your goal, and something, how you enjoy training. Also, as soon as I got home from school, I used to scroll. And you're probably thinking, oh yeah, scrolling's bad, I've heard this so many times. But you continue to do it. Using short form content and using scrolling is so detrimental to your dopamine levels. And if you don't know what this is, I'm sure you've heard this so many times. But honestly, if I came home, right, I scroll, I had a really tiring day in school, and then I come back and scroll and just do absolutely nothing. This was a couple of years ago, by the way. Then do you think I'm going to be able to work out? Do you think I'm going to want to work out? Absolutely not. Scrolling is so easy. You get, right, when you scroll in, you have so many emotions that are going through your head. Oh my gosh. Sorry, my cat's just been weird. You have so many emotions going through your head, and so many spikes in your dopamine levels. And this will dopamine makes you feel good, and working out does make you feel good after you do it, but it's hard to actually start to do it. So if you start working out, then start scrolling as soon as you get back, or before you do a workout, you're just not going to have the motivation to actually push through the workout and actually train hard enough to make progress. And that's why I was just skipping so many exercises. Also because I had the wrong training program. And then the third thing is about the goal. You need the goal. So you need to have a correct training program for your goal. You need obviously the goal, and you need to reduce your dopamine levels by stopping scrolling, you don't have to stop it entirely, but stop it before you actually do a workout. And this is where, first of all, my free community and also my paid coaching comes in. Just a plug here. But if, like, right now I train as hard as I possibly can, and I love it. I absolutely love making progress towards my goal. And I'm pretty skinny, like, I haven't made that much progress yet, but trust me, I will. And trust me, I'll be able to make you progress if you actually follow my advice. And honestly, I have to stop myself from training. Like, I have a home gym and I just go out there sometimes, and I have to stop myself from actually doing bench press and stuff because I'm not supposed to be benching on the day or on my rest days, obviously. So I talked about motivation. There is another thing called drive, and I'm going to talk about this in this video. Basically, drive. This is my understanding. Motivation, it makes you want to actually reach something. It's like the reason you want to do the task. You want to do the workout. But drive is when the pain of not doing the workout is higher than the pain of doing the workout. So obviously the workout is a painful task for lots of you. You won't actually want to do it. But so that's where the motivation comes in. Like, that's why I want to train now. But also drive, I have this drive as well. That if I get stuck, this is what I was talking about earlier. If you have the goal and you have where you are now, you're not going to want to stay where you are now. That's drive. I don't want to be who I am. I want to be stronger. I want to be more muscular. I want to be bigger. And I don't want to stay in this situation. I want to be stronger. So doing the workout is less painful than staying like who I am right now, if that makes sense. So if you utilize both of these things, like, you realize why you don't want to be in a situation where you are now, and realize how good the other situation will be, you're just going to make ridiculous progress, and you're just never going to actually skip working out again. It's probably one of the reasons you're insanely inconsistent. If you follow that advice, you will actually become less inconsistent. So yeah, I mentioned my free school community. If you want to join that, there's a link in the description down below. It's completely free, and it's a full course. It's about 1 hour and a bit. If you want to go through that, it will get you started completely on training if you're a complete beginner, or if you're actually, you've been inconsistent for ages. I'll show you how to do everything basically. But if you're a skinny, inconsistent guy and you do want to get absolutely insanely strong and absolutely insanely muscular, whatever your goal may be, then you can book a call in the description down below. It's completely, you don't have to if you don't want to, but I'll see if you're the right fit to work with me. Otherwise, if you don't want to join either of those, sorry, my cat is just back in here again, he's just sniffing around. Hello. Then it's alright. Have a great day. Subscribe if you want to. If you don't want to do that, just, I'll leave you alone. But goodbye. Have a great day and evening, night, whatever.